Taiwan may look small on the map, but once you arrive, you realize it's a world of its own. This island, just off the coast of China, is one of Asia's hidden gems. Taiwan is famous for its delicious street food, breathtaking landscapes, friendly people, and rich culture. It's modern and safe, but at the same time, it still keeps its traditions alive. Today, we're going on a journey to discover the top 10 best places to visit in Taiwan. From mountain sunrises to glowing lantern villages, this is a trip you will never forget. Number 10, Kenting National Park. Let's start in the very south of Taiwan with Kenting National Park. This tropical paradise is all about sunshine, beaches, and a laid-back vibe. If you've ever dreamed of crystal-clear water, golden sand, and palm trees dancing in the wind, Kenting will make that dream real. Kenting is Taiwan's most famous beach destination. It's perfect for swimming, surfing, snorkeling, and diving. The coral reefs here are alive with colorful fish, and many travelers say it feels like exploring a natural aquarium. The park is also full of hiking trails and viewpoints, like Long Pan Park, where you can stand on the cliffs and watch the waves crash below. But Kenting is not just about nature. At night, Kenting's main street turns into one of Taiwan's most exciting night markets. Imagine walking down a street full of lights, music, and food stalls. You'll find grilled squid, spicy sausages, tropical fruit juice, and of course, bubble tea. It's the kind of place where you eat, laugh, and feel the holiday spirit. And here's something else. Kenting is very popular with both locals and foreign travelers, so you'll feel a mix of cultures here. The atmosphere is always fun, warm, and welcoming. Number 9, Alishan Mountain. Now, from the ocean, let's climb high into the mountains. Welcome to Alishan. This is one of Taiwan's most magical places. The journey itself is part of the adventure. You ride the famous Alishan Forest Railway, a small red train that slowly climbs through misty mountains, deep forests, and wooden bridges. It feels like a ride into a fairy tale. The highlight of Alishan is the sunrise. Every morning, people gather at the top of the mountain to watch the first light of day. When the sun rises above the sea of clouds, it's like watching heaven open up. Photographers from around the world come here just for this view. Alishan is also home to ancient giant cypress trees, some of them thousands of years old. Walking through the forest, you feel small compared to these giants, but also peaceful. It's the kind of place where nature makes you feel connected to something bigger. And let's not forget the local culture. Alishan is home to Taiwan's indigenous Chu people. They welcome visitors with their songs, dances, and traditional food. Imagine sitting by a fire in the mountains, eating mountain vegetables and tea eggs, listening to stories that have been told for centuries. That's Alishan. Number 8, Taroko Gorge. Next, we go east to one of Taiwan's natural wonders, Taroko Gorge. This is a giant canyon carved by the Yehliu River, surrounded by marble cliffs and waterfalls. Taroko is so beautiful that people call it the Marble Gorge. When you walk here, you're surrounded by nature at its most powerful. The cliffs rise straight up, the river flows below, and bridges connect the trails. One of the most famous spots is the Eternal Spring Shrine, a small temple built into the rock with water flowing under it. For hikers, Taroko is heaven. There are trails for every level, from short, easy walks to long adventures deep into the mountains. The Shakadang Trail, for example, takes you along a crystal-clear river with rocks that look like they were painted by nature. But Taroko is not just about beauty. It's also about peace. When you stand there, with nothing but the sound of water and birds, you feel far away from the busy world. Taroko Gorge is where you come to breathe, to recharge, and to be amazed by the earth itself. Number 7, Sun Moon Lake. In the center of Taiwan lies Sun Moon Lake, the largest lake in the country and one of its most loved treasures. The lake is called Sun Moon because one side is shaped like the sun and the other like the moon. This is a place for relaxation. You can ride a boat across the calm water, cycle around the entire lake on one of the most beautiful bike paths in the world, or take a cable car to see the lake from above. No matter how you see it, the view is stunning. Mountains reflecting in the water, temples on the hillsides, and small villages around the edges. The lake is also home to the Thao tribe, one of Taiwan's indigenous groups. Their traditions, dances, and food are part of the experience. You might try sticky rice cooked in bamboo or tea grown in the mountains nearby. One of the most peaceful moments at Sun Moon Lake is sunrise. When the morning mist lifts and the lake turns golden, it feels like the world is waking up just for you. Number 6. Kaohsiung. From peace and mountains, let's go back to the city. Welcome to Kaohsiung, Taiwan's second largest city. Kaohsiung is modern, creative, and full of art. One of the most famous attractions is the Dome of Light inside the MRT station. It's the largest glass art piece in the world, glowing with colors that tell the story of life and the universe. Standing under it feels like standing inside a rainbow. Kaohsiung is also known for its waterfront. The Love River flows through the city, and at night it shines with lights, restaurants, and music. Couples come here for romantic boat rides, and families enjoy evening walks. Then there's Lotus Pond, with its bright temples and the dragon and tiger pagodas. Tradition says you should enter through the dragon's mouth and exit through the tiger's, to turn bad luck into good fortune. But Kaohsiung isn't just traditional. It's also young and modern. The Pier 2 Art Center is full of murals, sculptures, and creative spaces. You'll find cafes, exhibitions, and live music. It's the perfect mix of history, culture, and modern lifestyle. Number 5. Tainan. Now we move to Tainan, Taiwan's oldest city and once its capital. Tainan is where Taiwan's history lives. The streets are narrow, the temples are countless, and the traditions are alive. There are over 300 temples in Tainan, each with its own style and story. The Confucius Temple is peaceful and elegant, while the Kaohsiung Shrine tells the story of Taiwan's famous national hero. When you walk through Tainan, you hear the sound of temple drums, smell incense in the air, and see locals making offerings. But history is only part of the story. Tainan is also a food paradise. People say the best Taiwanese snacks come from here. Try oyster omelets, beef soup, or the famous mango shaved ice. Trust me, one bite and you'll fall in love with Tainan. And the people? They're warm and proud of their city. If you ever need help finding a place, locals will happily walk with you to show the way. Tainan is not just a destination. It's an experience of old Taiwan's soul. Number 4. Taichung. Now let's visit Taichung, the third largest city in Taiwan and one of the most exciting places to explore. Taichung is known as a city of art, culture, and creativity. One of the highlights here is the National Taichung Theater, designed by a famous Japanese architect. The building itself looks futuristic, with curved walls that feel like waves. Inside, you'll find concerts, exhibitions, and a great atmosphere for anyone who loves modern design. But Taichung isn't only modern, it also has colorful surprises. The Rainbow Village is one of the city's most famous spots. This small village was painted by an old soldier who wanted to save it from demolition. He covered every wall, door, and street with bright paintings of animals, people, and flowers. Today, it's a joyful place full of life and colors and a perfect spot for photos. And let's talk about nature. Just outside Taichung, you'll find the Gaomei wetlands. This is where the land meets the sea, and during sunset, the sky turns orange and reflects beautifully on the water. Wind turbines stand tall, making the scene look like a painting. Walking on the wooden path here while the sun goes down is an unforgettable moment. Of course, we can't forget the food. Taichung is where bubble tea was invented. That's right. The drink that took over the world started here. You can try the original version at the tea shops in the city. And the night markets? Fengjia Night Market is one of the biggest in Taiwan, offering everything from fried chicken to sweet potato balls. Taichung is a place where tradition, creativity, and fun all come together. Number 3. Jiufen. At number 3, we step into a village that feels like another world, Jiufen. Perched on a hillside, Jiufen is a maze of narrow streets, red lanterns, and tea houses with breathtaking views of the ocean below. Jiufen was once a gold mining town during the Japanese era. Today, it's a place full of history and charm. Walking through the old streets, you'll see shops selling traditional snacks, handicrafts, and souvenirs. The smell of fresh taro balls, peanut ice cream rolls, and herbal tea fills the air. But what makes Jiufen truly magical is the atmosphere at night. When the lanterns light up, the village glows with a warm red color. Many travelers say it feels like stepping into a dream or into a movie. In fact, Jiufen is often compared to the famous Studio Ghibli film Spirited Away. The tea houses here are another experience. Imagine sitting in a wooden tea house, sipping traditional Taiwanese tea, looking out at the ocean and mountains while the lanterns sway in the breeze. It's peaceful, nostalgic, and unforgettable. Jiufen is also close to the coast, so you can easily combine your visit with nearby attractions like the Golden Waterfall or the abandoned mining sites that tell the story of Taiwan's past. Jiufen is more than a village. It's a journey into history, culture, and imagination. Number 2. Taipei. Of course, no list of Taiwan's best places would be complete without Taipei, the capital city. Taipei is where tradition meets modern life in the most exciting way. The city is full of landmarks. The most famous is Taipei 101, once the tallest building in the world. From the top, you can see the entire city, the mountains, and even the ocean on a clear day. Inside, there are luxury shops, restaurants, and one of the fastest elevators in the world. But Taipei isn't just about skyscrapers. It's also about street life and culture. Xiaolin Night Market is the largest and most famous night market in Taiwan. Walking through it is like a food adventure. You can try stinky tofu, giant fried chicken, oyster omelets, and endless street snacks. For a quieter side of Taipei, head to Longshan Temple, one of the city's oldest and most beautiful temples. You'll see locals lighting incense, praying, and following traditions that go back hundreds of years. It's a peaceful place right in the middle of the busy city. And let's not forget the hot springs in Beitou, just a short MRT ride away. Here, you can relax in natural hot spring baths surrounded by nature, a perfect way to end a busy day of sightseeing. Taipei is also very international. You'll meet people from all over the world, enjoy festivals, concerts, and art exhibitions. It's a city that never sleeps, yet it always feels welcoming. Whether you love food, shopping, culture, or nightlife, Taipei has it all. Number 1. Yehliu Geopark. And finally, number 1 on our list, the incredible Yehliu Geopark. This place is unlike anywhere else in the world. It's a natural wonder where the sea and wind have shaped the rocks into strange and beautiful formations. The most famous rock here is called the Queen's Head, because it looks exactly like the profile of a queen. Over time, the wind and rain have sculpted it into this shape, and it has become the symbol of Yehliu. But there are many other amazing formations, too. You'll see mushroom-shaped rocks, honeycomb patterns, and even rocks that look like animals. Walking through the park feels like walking on another planet. Yehliu is also a great place to feel the power of nature. The waves crash against the shore, the wind blows strongly, and everywhere you look, you see the work of millions of years of natural history. It's a place that makes you feel small, but also amazed at how beautiful our planet can be. And here's something special. Yehliu is not far from Taipei, so it's easy to visit on a day trip. That means you don't have to travel far to see one of the world's most unique landscapes. So if you're planning your next trip, think about Taiwan, because once you visit, you'll always carry a piece of it in your heart.